Hello friends and welcome back to Professional Pathshala. In this lecture, we will start with the business plan. So objective in this specific lecture would be the business plan. So हम देखेंगे कि हम एक business plan कैसे create कर सकते हैं and then we'll focus on the specific e-business plans. So we are starting with it. So this is our third lecture. So the lecture says the business plan starting the venture. So let's get into it and understand what are the various aspects of business plan, right? As we all know, in management there is one way, you can say a rule is that it all starts with planning. So planning is something where you start and then you execute in the end. So it can be, as you have read, with the management functions, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. There are different things, right? So in this case also, so first of all, a person who is interested to create a business, he will plan about it, he will think about it, that whatever the problem he's having in his mind, that through this problem he wants to start a business, means there may be a problem which the person, he or she, wants to solve. I'll give an example, that Oyo came into existence just because to solve the problem where the Indians, they can't get a room with some standard features. So Oyo was the company which came up and started providing some of the standard features at a rate which was pre-decided. So earlier your hoteliers, they used to, or the hotel owners, they used to fix their rates as per their convenience. But yes, Oyo solved this problem. So but much before that they planned of it. So we'll start with the planning. So the first part is the planning. So planning says that it is something which never ends, and for a business entity always plans for different things. In the same way, as a venture grows and mature, planning continues. You might have seen there are some of the businesses who are doing well and they exist since many years, but still they continue to plan. Maybe they are coming up with some new products, they are providing some new services, whatever things you say, but yes, they continue to plan. That's why we can say that a business plan on this basis is something which you write. So we can say it's a written document which is created by, or which is prepared by, the entrepreneur itself. The person who is going to start the business, he or she will write this document that will describe the internal and external elements along with the strategies for starting a venture. Now a question arises, if you are going to describe your strategies, your external elements, your internal elements, so anyone could steal it, anyone can start a new business out of it by getting into your plan. So why you need that plan? Since it's an integration of functional plans such as marketing, finance, manufacturing, sales and human resources, then still the question remains, why? If you are writing a business plan, then who should write it? We'll try to get into the question, right, while we end up this, or in the meanwhile if we could solve it in between the presentation. Now you can see who should write a plan. As I discussed, it should be planned and it should be, of course, would be written by the entrepreneur itself, because he or she is a person who is in charge of it, or who has something in his or her mind. So definitely he or she will prepare the business plan. So but at the same time there are different stakeholders, they may be in between. So they may be lawyers, accountants, marketing consultants, engineers, if you need some construction for this, right? So there may be different stakeholders who would be participating and helping an entrepreneur while writing a business plan. So then why you need it? Who reads it? Fine. So there are different people who read it, like your customers, your suppliers, your venture capitalists, your bankers, advisors, consultants. There are so many people. The reason is, if you're opting for a loan, just in a very layman's language, a very simple language, if you're opting for a loan, if you're asking for a loan, so your bank won't give it until and unless the bank will go through the loan, with your business plan. So the bank will get a detail of your business idea, then we'll say that okay, your loan would be granted to you on the basis of your business idea, whatever plan you have, and it is marketable or not, that will be decided by the members of the committee. So that means it's a very interesting thing to tell you that a business plan also attracts customers as well. Because if a business plan is good, you might have seen what GeoMart is doing. GeoMart is not describing, not giving you everything in detail and what is telling you what are their strategies, but they're trying to give an overview that yes, we are providing with the supplies in some of the metro cities, and we are giving you the deliveries where no question would be asked if you're returning a product or grocery, whatever the product they are giving to you. So that means they are familiarizing you with their modes of operation. So that's why they have something solid in their mind, and they are trying to create customers by giving them a hint of their operation. So that is also a part of business plan. Why you should have a business plan as a entity? So your business plan is valuable not only to the entrepreneur, but it for the potential investors, the companies who are interested to invest, and even to new personnel who are trying to familiarize themselves with the venture. So it may be different shareholders, your suppliers, your customers as well. So at the same time, it helps to determine the viability of venture. So whether your venture is viable or not, it means it determines whether it can succeed or not. It also provides the guidance and also serves as an important tool in obtain financing. As I told you, the banks and everything, they look for the business plan. Now presenting the plan. So how you present it? So an entrepreneur, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to present it before an audience of potential investors. It's of wastage of presentation if you are going to present it before someone who is not a potential investor or who is not having capacity to invest into your business. So it is of no use to present before that person. So you should always have one thing in your mind, that while you present a business plan, it should always be pre-decided that who your audience is. Then you can say the things as per your choice and as per the audience. So there are information needs, right? Before committing time and energy in preparing a business plan, the entrepreneur, the person who is going to start a venture, should conduct a feasibility study to see whether there is any possible barriers for success or not. So a prior information is required. So if there are some barriers that are required to be overcome, expert opinions are also required. You can talk with a professional, a person who has already done with the business, or someone who is just very good, having some very good knowledge, having very good insights about it. So you can talk with the person as well. And of course you have resources from internet. So there are different studies, there are different reports, there are different medias available through which you can get a very relevant information. There are e-business plan elements, right? So we have these stages, we have these elements through which a business plan goes through. You can say that a business plan should have all these steps. So that's how you can create a business plan in actual. So now a question arises before and moving over here, why we need a business plan? Someone can copy this business plan. This problem still exists in our mind. So a simple answer to this is, a business plan never determines your deep strategies or your tactics. It just includes your overall strategy or a very wide strategy, not a very specific strategy. So definitely those things are safe. So you are not going to disclose it in your business plan. What you are going to disclose inside your business plan is your marketing plan, how you are going to market your products, your finance plan, from where your finances will come, and at the same time your operation plan, how you will be executing the things and how you'll recruiting the people. So all these things, fine. So this is just to attract, or this is just to get someone who is interested in your business and to have their company with you in this journey. That's it. So once we talk about the e-business plan element, it includes your company name, executive summary, right? Means your business plan. There's a kind of written document, that's a file actually, that a person needs to create. So you should have your company name. So if you want to go along with some of very fancy names or what, so you can take it. Executive summary, objectives or goals of the business, so you should decide it. A mission statement, right, that describes the purpose of your company. Keys to success, what are the factors which will help you to succeed. detail about the company products and services with the heading company summary. So how the company will perform and what are the products and services you're going to perform. So you need to give a detail about it. Location and facilities from where you will be operating it. Startup summary, detailing about requirement to get the company launched, and also at the same time investment section that will be included in the investment section. That is the ninth point where you will add something that where you are getting the investment from. Then competitive comparison, how you are going to be pitched alongside with your competitors. Sourcing, from where your suppliers will come, who will be your suppliers ultimately. Market analysis. Then strategic deals, how we'll be doing the strategic deals that will help you to survive. Organizational structure, who will be the board of directors. Into the board of directors would be heading the companies, who will be the managers, how what kind of a structure you will follow. Financial plan, so your financial plan includes your detailed plan about your finances and risks that you need to count here, that you need to take care of. And then expansion plan means how you will be expanding in future. In future, how long you will be going or moving with the same pace, and then when you will be expanding in future. So while we talk about all these things, we need to be very careful while we make a business plan, because your business plan is something that takes you along your business, right? So if someone asks you that why you need a business plan, so business plan is for the need of entrepreneur itself, to attract some investments, to gain some, you can say, people with you while you are starting your journey, you are embarking on your journey. So there may be so many reasons, but yes, it's not harmful to disclose a business plan. So we should keep this thing in our mind, that a business plan will not harm your interests, but you should design in such a way that it should take care of your interests and at the same time helps you to gain some familiarity with your business. And someone, if you are someone who is interested into your business, gets along with you. So this is the motive of your business plan, and it should be the motive. So in the next slide we will gain some more insights into it and how a business plan can be executed, then whatever things are there which we'll be discussing in the upcoming lecture. So we'll be continuing with all these things in the upcoming lecture. So till then, take care and have a